sitting here in the man cave, and I'm putting together some YouTube videos and stuff. This is what I do. I spend my nights. What are we doing right now? Oh, I know. We are actually putting together a little short video of the go-kart build as it's been going on over the last couple months. I've compiled a bunch of photos and video and stuff, and they've just kind of been sitting either in the phone or in the computer, and now I've got everything together. So here is what we have compiled. Basically, this is the go-kart as it stands so far up until the point it's at now. That doesn't even sound right. So anyway, here it is. You'll get the idea. Alright, so here's the go-kart so far. I don't have tie rods for it because I have to order them from, actually, BMI has exactly what I need, and for 41 bucks I can't beat the price. I have not made the steering arm for the steering shaft yet, but we do have the steering shaft in here, right there. Nice steering shaft, works pretty damn good. Alright, that's that. And these are the front axles. I have made and manufactured everything. The front axle bolts in. It allows me to change the caster on this. They're already cambered. It's set at 2.5 degrees of camber. We've got 2.5 degrees on the spindles, or 2.5 degrees set with this, so the tires sit level and sit flat on the ground. But it does have 2.5 degrees of camber to go through this here. We have the hubs are already installed on here, the spacers. I have to order some nylock nuts for the front axles. These were 3/4 bolts I machined down to 5/8 and rethreaded to get for this to fit on here. These are the gas pedal and brake tubes are welded on. We got the tabs, they're tacked in place. The tabs are, well, a couple of them. This bar is welded in here for the floor pan, which I'm waiting for that to come in. We're using polished diamond plate 065 aluminum will be the floor pan for it. Down here is the motor mount for this thing. And I just see I got this whole hole theme going on here for the braces for the rear axle. It's 1.25 inch aluminum hollow racing axle, 40 inches, with the hubs are on it. I got all that stuff ready to go. Bearings, everything's in it. This is my design. It's inspired by some of the early racing karts of the 60s, and you know, that kind of stuff. The steering hoop has actually been cut out of a old go-kart I picked up for 25 bucks, and it had been rusted and welded back together, and it was brittle. It had been welded on so many times that the frame was cracking. I put a little bit of weight on it to try and straighten the frame, and it cracked, and the only thing I was able to use off of it was the steering hoop. So I cut the steering hoop off of it. I bent this bar to fit up under here, give it a little bit of a flair to it. Also, it will also help angle the seat when the seat is finally attached. But there you go. Here's the go-kart in its raw state. It has not been painted yet. I have a little bit more welding to do to it, but other than that, it is pretty much ready to go. All right, here we go. Here is the Briggs & Stratton Intech 6.5 engine that my father gave me. It's got about 4 hours runtime on it. It has a custom exhaust pipe that I made myself. the head and well, the valve cover and this shield here, I just cleaned up and just shot with a clear red paint, some kind of metallic clear coat paint or something like that I found in what, AutoZone, I think it was. This head, I took the head off. This head is fully ported and polished and decked 30 thousandths. I don't know what I increased the compression to, but I guarantee it's quite a bit more. And you can see, if you know the Intex and that restrictive D shape they have in the bottom, you can see it's completely gone. Okay, so we really opened this thing up. We raised the compression level quite a bit, and you can really feel the compression on it when you turn the motor over. You start turning the motor over, you can feel the compression in it, and it is stout. Oh man, it has got a lot of compression. So that should be fun. Oh, clear up there. There we go. I have to finish sanding and painting the side shield and get that bolted back together. And the governor is still in it because I haven't got the aluminum rod flywheel for it yet. Because you gotta have that. If I put the dyno cam in it, even a small dyno cam in it, it's 6,000 RPM. There's a chance that this flywheel could come apart and explode, and that's not good. I did find some information from some guys on Facebook on Briggs & Stratton Performance thing that's on Facebook, and they gave me some tips and some tricks and things I could do, such as a Raptor crankshaft, which is a stroker crank, and I have to put a stroker rod in it, which is shorter, to make sure that the piston, because this piston sits 25 thousandths below deck right now, and I really can't have any more stroke, because when I shave the head, if I put a stroker crank in it and not do anything else like that, it will make contact with the head, and that is not going to work. So that's where it stands right now. Right now it's just we put power in it, but we didn't do anything real wild, just pretty much standard kind of stuff. So that's our engine, and that's going on the Go Kart over here. It's getting dark, we're running out of light, but yeah, so there you go. Mini bike build is still here. We're still doing stuff to it. You can see all the work I've done to it. Full-blown custom suspension, full-blown custom front forks. I mean, it has been stretched 19.5 inches. There will be more videos coming up of that. I gotta do some seals on this here. This is my Yamaha Wolverine 4-wheel drive. I gotta replace the rear seals on it. We might do a video on that, and who knows, because I've got all kinds of other stuff. Here's my next two engine builds. 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton, and either a 5 or an 8 horsepower Tecumseh. That's either HH60 or an HH70. It's an older one. I am currently cleaning the gas tank out on it. I have got the gas tank filled with that Evapo-Rust to get a tractor supply. And it works really, really well for clearing out rust. I'll turn it on the side now. It'll take probably 5 or 6 days to flip it around and get all the rust out of the inside. It'll really look like a brand spanking new tank when it's done. And yeah, that's that. So that's where we're at. All right, YouTube, like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch you all on the flip side.